What's going on, guys, girls? 3 holes remaining. Dustin Johnson up by 5 shots over Tommy Fleetwood and Alex Noren. Let's see. James Hahn has made a move in this round, especially in the back 9. He is 3 under for the day. He is down to 16 under. Daniel Berger, 15 under. Brooks Koepka's made a move from 12 under to 15 under as well. The ones that's really faded, John Rahm, 7 over for the day. Brandt Snedeker, 5 over for the day. Billy Hurley III, 9 over for the day. He has really stunk a joint up. And Gary Woodland, 3 over for the day, has not really done anything to help his cause either. So here we go. The final 3 holes of the day. It's a par 3 and then 2 par 4s. Here we go. Finau, 64. Drive of a F though. Ugh. Look, 43. He makes himself a par. All right. Brian Harman. Brian Harman now. 16. Par 4. He's a B scorer. B score 62, and that is a birdie. Brian Harman. John Rahm has probably bent every club in his bag today and thrown a fit every kind of way possible. Let's see what he does the last 3 holes. 34, drive of a D. Ugh, not good. 13 on D. How about another double bogey? John Rahm sitting at 3 under par. Started at 12 under. Wow. Brooks Koepka now 3 under for the day. Maybe he's got something for him. 34 driver D though, not the best. Oh, 66. 66. Now he has a chance for a hole in one. A hole in one if he can get another 66. He gets a birdie already. Whoa. That's a 34, but he goes to 16 under. Brooks Koepka. How about that? Had his chance for the hole-in-one. Did not happen. Jordan Spieth, 63. Trouble. He's an A golfer. 54 on A. And that is a birdie for him. Birdies are flying now. Tim Herron. Tim Herron now. 55. Trouble golfer, though. D. Not the best. 24 on a D. That will be a bogey for Tim Herron. Matt Jones, even par for the day. Stays at 13 under. Let's see what happens now. 16, par 4. He's a B golfer. B golfer, 35. He stays at 13 under. Nothing special there happened. Brandt Snedeker. Snedeker, 8 under par. 5 over for the day, though. 12. Putter, B putter. 56. Just did make just a par. He almost made a birdie. Billy Hurley III. 9 over for the day. Let's see what happens with him. 16. That'd be par 4. He's a C golfer on par 4s. And that's not going to be good. 16 on a C. A is going to bogey another hole. Hurley is having a terrible round, folks. Mark Leishman. Mark Leishman. 1 under for the day. Whoops. 1 under for the day. Let's see. 25. Fairway. He's a C fairway person. Let's see. 31. C. That'll be a par. 14 under for him. And James Hahn now. 3 under for the day. Let's see what he can do. 24. 24, par 5. Par 5, he's an A. A golfer, 36. And that is a par. Berger, 15 under. 2 under for the day. 32, par 5 again. He's an A golfer here on that one. 55 on an A. That is a birdie. He goes to 16 under. Very good round for Daniel Berger thus far. Smiley Kaufman, 1 over for the day. 43, fairway. He's a D fairway player. 16 on a D is not good. That's a bogey, and that will be an 11. 11 under for him. Woodland, Gary Woodland, 3 over on his day. Maybe he can turn things around here with this. Let's see, a 22, par 5. He's an A-plus golfer on this hole. A-plus golfer. Oh, 65. Almost had a chance to get himself a hole-in-one, but he makes a birdie. Gary Woodland, 11 under. Now, the 3 leaders. Alex Noren, 5 shots back. 42. He's a B putter. Let's see what kind of putting he does. 45, and that will be a par. Just a par. Fleetwood now. Well, Fleetwood. Tommy Fleetwood. 62. Par 5. He's an A-plus golfer this hole. 43. Another par. They need Johnson to work his way back to him. Let's see what happens. Johnson here on 16. 56, par 3, A-plus golfer. 36, and it's just a par, and that's all he needs to do. Come into the house with pars, and I think he'll win. Tony Finau had his chance early in the round to really move up, but just didn't do it. 14. Trouble golfer, 14 again, and that'll be another bogey for Finau here at 17. Whoops, I'm sorry. Yeah, it still will be. All right. Brian Harmon, 13, fairway. He's a B golfer. 61, and that will be a birdie for Brian Harmon. 2 birdies in a row, and John Rahm. Smoke coming out from both ears and his 2 nostrils. This Spaniard is pissed. See what he can do. 55. Trouble, C golfer. 46, and he makes a par. Seemed delighted just to make a par on a hole for once. Brooks Koepka now. Realizing his holes are giving out, he better do something and do it quick. 42. He is a B putter. B putter, 61, and that is a birdie. 17 under, and he's tied for second. 3 of them tied at second place now. Jordan Spieth, 23. Drive of C, 31, and it is a par. Tim Herron here at 17, 7 under. Slowly fading away, 36. Trouble, he's a D golfer. 34 on D, that'll be a par. 7 under. Matt Jones, been pretty steady all day. He's made a few bogeys and birdies, but he's even par on the day so far. 12, putter B. Putter B, 52. Just is a par, almost a birdie. Brant Snedeker. Brant just cannot get anything to go in the cup today. See what happens. 13, fairway D, not what he wants. 16, and that'll be another bogey. Brant Snedeker. Billy Hurley III. 10 over par today. Not good. 25, fairway, he's a D. D golfer. 21 on a D, and that'll be another bogey. Billy Hurley III. Mark Leishman now. Leishman, 14 under par. 34, driver of the ball. D, not his best. 16 on a D. That's going to be a bogey for him. And James Hahn now, 16 under. See if he can make a move. Perhaps. 14. Trouble. He's a B golfer. Trouble. Oh, 63. That'll be a birdie all day long. Tied. 4-way tie now for second place. Daniel Berger would like to get into that. Let's see if he can do anything with him. 42, putter. He's a C putter. 32, I think that is just going to be a par, though. Yep, just a par. Smiley Kaufman. Not the best round in the world for him. 2 over today, but he's trying. 52, drive of D. 43, not what you want. It's a par. 11 under. Gary Woodland here at 17. 44. He's a D trouble golfer, so 56, so maybe. Yeah, he makes a birdie. Goes to 12 under. Just did make it. Alex Noren now. Some of these guys have got to make some moves. Let's see if they can make a big move here. 21, par 5. He's an A-plus golfer this hole. 22, nothing happens. 17 under par. Will Tommy Fleetwood make a move? 31, he's a B golfer this hole. 12, and that's not going to help him. He's actually going to lose a shot. Dustin Johnson, 2 under on his day today. Let's see what he's going to do. 55, trouble. He's an A golfer this hole. 23, A golfer. He makes a par. And I don't think no one is going to catch him. And one more hole to go in the final round. Tony Finau, 10 under. Final par 4. 25, fairway B. He's a B golfer this hole. 52, almost made it, lipped out, and makes his par for a 2 over 72 for Tony Finau. Brian Harman now. Let's see if he's going to birdie his way in. Maybe. 43, fairway. He's a B fairway golfer. Let's see what he does. 45, he pars his way in as well, and he shoots an even par 70. John Rahm would like to at least end this weekend on a good note. 11. His drive is a D, though. Not great. 54. D. That'll be a par. 9 over for the day. 79. John Rahm. Not a good round at all. Brooks Koepka in a tie for second place with Alex Noren and James Hahn. See if he can get second to himself. See what happens. 14, I'm sorry. Trouble, he's an A golfer. 56, he makes a birdie and goes to 18 under. 6 under for the day. 64, Brooks Koepka. Very good round for him. Jordan Spieth. 62. He's an A-plus golfer this hole. See what he does. 64, a birdie himself. 15 under. He went and shot a 67 today. Tim Herron. Not a good round for him at all, but maybe he could end on a good note. 32. He'll be a D golfer this hole. 46. D golfer will be a par. And he is 5 over for the day. 75, Tim Herron. Matt Jones, probably the steadiest golfer of all of them out there today. Even par right now. Just even keel, even par. Drive of D. See what happens. 21. And he makes a bogey to end his day. Wow. And he shoots a 1 over 71, 12 under par for the tournament. Brandt Snedeker. Awful day for him as well. B for the drive. 24. And he makes a par there, but not before he shoots 76. Brandt Snedeker, not a good day at all. Billy Hurley III. He just wants to stay above par now. That's how bad his day has been. And he's going to be a D golfer here. 15. Another bogey. He stays at 1 under, but 82 for Billy Hurley III. Mark Leishman now. He's also at even par for the day. If he'll shoot a 70. 56. He's going to be an A golfer, so he's got a great chance. 61. He makes himself a birdie. 14 under. 69. Mark Leishman. James Hahn now. He is 4 under on his round. See what he can do to end this round on a good note. Fairway, he's a B golfer. 42, that's middle of the cup, and that's a par putt. 66, James Hahn, very good round. Daniel Berger now, he's 3 under for his day. Not a bad round either. 13, fairway C. Oh, 16, that's going to be a bogey though. 15, and he shot a 68 for the day. Smiley Kaufman, he'd like to end his tournament on a good note. What's going on at a chatter? What is up, bud? 31, almost finished the tourney here. D, he's a D golfer on the final hole of the day. 53, par. He just makes a par. And he shot 72 on this par 70 course. Final 4 golfers. Looks like DJ may win his 2nd tournament in a row. Looks like it. Gary Woodland, 22. And he's an A-plus golfer this hole. Let's see what he does. 44, only can muster a par. He shot a 1 over 71. Alex Noren now, even par on his day for the day, 17 under. See what he can do, a 55, and he's an A golfer this hole. Let's see what he does. 16, not good. He got himself a bogey, and he shoots a 71 as well. Tommy Fleetwood would love to be in a tie with Koepka, so he would love to make an eagle here, but eagle on a par 4 is very, very difficult. Who knows, though? 52. B, he's a B golfer. 52, just did make par. Almost rattled it in for a birdie. He shoots a 71. Dustin Johnson, 22 under par, 2 under for the day, has just shot steady golf. It was as low as 24 today. But let's see what he does. 46, and he is an A-plus golfer this hole. 44, he makes a par to end his round and shoots a 68, and he is the Wyndham Championship winner, Dustin Johnson, with a 68. He shoots a 68, and we'll see what the next tournament in the line is. I guess it is the playoffs. So if it's a playoffs, I may end up having to just take whoever they have in the playoffs this year and play it for 2018, or either I'll go back and look at last year's playoffs and do those playoffs golfers for the 4 events. Obviously, the final event, only 30 golfers, so it won't be so hard. But the first one's, 125, I think. So that'll be a little bit of a chore. So we'll do that. And the 70 that makes a cut will advance to the next week is the way we'll do that. And then the 70 will go from 70 to whatever, 30 or whatever. And then 30 to a winner. So Wyndham champion, Dustin Johnson, 22 under par. We played it on a hard course today, and it didn't seem to slow him down a lot. Will you use golfers that missed first 2 tourneys? Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'm probably gonna pick through all of these and just get the ones that made the tour championship stuff. I'll probably do it that way. I may put, if Tiger, I think Tiger Woods made it. I think Mickelson made it. I may put some big names in there that didn't play in enough tourneys. Spieth, I think, got DQ'd, or he got eliminated because he didn't play in enough events. I may throw Spieth in there to make it more interesting. Anybody that's got real good numbers, I may throw them in there. So if I have to put 126 golfers in there, I may do it. But I won't leave anybody out that's, that made it. But should be pretty interesting. It's going to take a while to play that tourney, obviously, with 126. But this one took me about 3 days to do, and I had 144 made it cut. So You know, anytime you got 144 golfers making it, I mean, started it, and then 70, the top 70 in ties made the cut. That's what happened. So that's the way that worked. All right. So I've had the FedEx St. Jude Classic. Dustin Johnson won it. Wyndham Championship. Dustin Johnson won it. Will he win 3 in a row? Today he didn't play his best golf. He really didn't, but he didn't have to. He started the day out 3 shots ahead and ends up winning by 5. So, you know, the ones chasing him just didn't play well. They just didn't. So it should be interesting how things come along. I think maybe the rest of the day I may try to work on some of my soccer cards and see how well they fit maybe into those little packages. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I may put whole teams in those little packets. That may be a cool way of doing it. I don't know, but I'm going to figure out some kind of way to do some stuff and figure out what I got going on. So what have you got in the works? What are you playing now? Because once you find a game that you really get into, it's hard to take it off. Apple baseball. Okay. That's cool. That's real cool. Yeah. I got to find out and see if my man got the Apple football. I sent an Apple football out Wednesday or Thursday. I guess it was Thursday. May have been Wednesday. And he was expecting to maybe get it today. So we'll see what happens there. So sounds like lunch is ready for me. I'm eating a little bit of a late lunch today. So I tell you what, till I'll see you again, God bless. Have a great rest of your day. I think I'm going to find me something to eat. And then I'm going to start working on some cards. I got some cards to take apart and got some packets to put them in and stuff. So I'll get this back out probably by the weekend, but probably going to have some soccer coming up. And I may even do a red, white, and blue racing race. I've been thinking about getting that back out. All right, man. Have a great one and have a good day. Bye.
You want me to turn this off?
Does it look like it's done?